When you're punting, the first thing you have to think about is catch the damn ball. There's a lot. That's the first thing you got to think about, because every time you go on the field, you got to catch a ball. I used to wear one glove, right? Because I like to feel the ball with my right hand, because whether it's laces or something, when you're trying to drop it perfectly flat. Also, you don't want the stickiness of the glove to potentially knock it off center, because it has to be perfectly straight as well when you drop it. So I didn't wear it there. But every time I caught a ball, I would watch, anytime I watch somebody catch a ball in practice, wide receiver, they always have these gloves on. It made it look so easy. Every time I was going on the field, I'm catching a ball, I'm like, well, I'm definitely going to use a glove. So I would always have one glove on. Commentators would be like, I don't know why he has a glove on. I'm like, I catch a ball every single time I'm on the field. I have more receptions every single game than damn near every wide receiver on the team. It was mind back. So I would catch it. And I think the biggest advantage I had, because I took a little bit longer steps, but I was able to get the ball into a position to bomb it quicker than everybody, because I went to so much work on the jugs machine. I went to work on the jugs machine. I would get a lot of DMs from college kids that were punters. They would send me film, and they'd be like, how do you think I get better? I'm like, work on your hands. You get better hands, you could probably punt the ball better. That's the first thing I think that people don't take account for. And it seems like that kid's done it a couple times now in the last couple games. It's like you got to get real comfortable with balls in your hands. It's real though. You have to have good dexterity with the ball. And I don't know how you slip out there.
Did you wear?
But I would also, if I wore a glove on my left hand, and then I would lick my fingers more than Brett, more than Aaron, more than Dan Marino. I would lick my fingers a lot, because just the thought of that thing slipping out there, that's a nightmare there. You're just getting clobbered, and that's a tutter back the other way. That poor guy. He got slammed right in the face, gave up a touchdown, then they lose. His entire offseason, he has to deal with that. He has to deal with that every single day of his life for this entire offseason. That's a nightmare.
You dropped one once and still got a kickoff, didn't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
sometimes
did
you
you
gotta juke a guy.
It's impressive.
Yeah, thank you. It's well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic. The snap was at my right shoulder by Overton, and for some reason, I just if you just have a lack of focus, right? For 1 second, I looked away, and that thing went bouncing out of my hands, and it was on Thursday Night Football, I think. That's a full, poop your pants type. Oh, my God. This is not how this is supposed to go. This isn't a video game. This is real life. I'm going to have to walk back over to that sideline and stare at a bunch of real athletes where I just dropped the ball and now they're going to score a touchdown. So I scoop it up. It took a good bounce to me. And I'm like, okay, a little bit of athlete here. And I turn, and there's just what looked to be a 6'4", 240-pound guy with a number 57 staring at me, and I'm like, oh no, this ain't it. So I hit him with an L1 or an R1. What one makes me juke to my left?
L1 is to the left.
Yeah, so I hit him with an L1. It was a little bit I didn't stop on a dime. It was more like a $50. It was a little bit of a skip, and then I got a punt off, but penalty. We had too many men past the line of scrimmage, had to come back. Next one, guy almost broke my leg, but got the punt off. It was just a bad moment. But yeah, ball on the ground, ball slips out of your hands. Nightmare situation. And there's some punts you see where the ball has slipped out of the punter's hands. You can probably tell by the outcome of the ball, but getting it on the ground, that's tough stuff.
Do you have fire situations for those, or is it always just get it up and punt it as soon as you
Field
can?
goal, you have fire situations, but those never work anyways. I mean, because by the time you say fire, the guy that you're supposed to throw to has already been run over. So he's already been plastered in the face. They're always like, all right, let's practice at least one fire today, because you don't want to tell the offensive line, right? So you just have to before one kick, I'll look at Vinny and I'll be like, all right, we're doing a fire here. All right, you got it. Every single time. It never failed. Get down, fire, fire, fire. And then it's a little look back. Oh! I'm like, oh, that'll work in a game. I don't know how many successful ones there are.